everyone. Good morning. It is October 5th, Monday, October 5th. So I just wanted to thank you for all of your kind words about losing a pet. You know, this society isn't really too overly kind to people who grieve heavily over their pets. And I'm so thankful that I have a community that understands that. I mean, in my life today, literally, it's kids, grandchildren, dogs, and everybody else after that. And they are, my dogs are the best relationship I have out there. There's no complications. We know where we stand. I love you, you love me, you eat dog food or kitchen food, whichever one you guys do what you gotta do. And, and we snuggle and we kiss and we understand each other. It's the best uncomplicated relationship I have. And I know that I have senior citizens, and that's what Jazzy was. She was a Australian Shepherd, and I think she was going on her 10th year, which is not overly old, but she was definitely a senior citizen. She had gotten hit by a car early on when she was maybe less than a year old, and it messed up her hips and her arms. So I'm pretty sure she had to have pain medicine in these last 6 months to a year. So I'm pretty sure she was in pain. They never tell you, really. But anyways, I want to thank you very, very much. I was able to go to sleep. I'm up early, but I was able to go to sleep and dream about her. Her and I, dreamt about hiking and camping. So, sorry. Anyways, so thank you very much for all of your kind words and understanding. So there's that. And let's get into a reading. I just kind of want to do one this morning. I'm going to do a grand tableau on 45. And the reason why is because there's so much information out there just falling all over the place. He's lying about being testing positive, and the pictures are lying that he's not really doing any work. And I agree with, he needs to isolate and stop being such a big baby. And well, I think because I'm a Gemini, I think I understand the Gemini mind a little bit. It looks to me, it's ego. You see, his base has to see him as a tough guy, and only a tough guy would get out of the hospital early, right? Only a tough guy would never show that he's weak, and a tough guy would show that he's, in those fake pictures that he's actually working. And I kind of want to lean towards that kind of thing that's going on with him the most. So, everybody, there was a whole bunch of conspiracy theories or whatever that he was not in Walter Reed and he was in Camp David, and then they show him drive by all of his fans. He couldn't help that, right? Hi! Like he's a celebrity. Crazy man. Okay, so let's do a grand tableau. Let's see what shakes out. Let's see what goes on. Let's see what happens and see what it is. So anybody, welcome to all of my new subscribers. Oh my goodness. Thank you for stopping by. And if you guys haven't seen the collaboration with Soul Print Intuitive Tarot, it's on my channel. Please go watch that. It went wonderfully. She's such a wonderful woman. She really is. Just to be able to talk to her, one-on-one was fantastic. So anyways, go do that. I also have a collaboration on there with Nina from Nine's Corner. So we do that. All right. Grand tableau on 45. Grand tableau. So anybody wants to know what I'm doing, these are my mystical Kipple cards. And I shuffle them this way because I also do inverted in the cards. So this is the best way I have figured out to get an honest inverted or upright card. Sometimes I'll do that also with my tarot cards, but not all the time. So here we go. And what I do is 9 across and 4 down, and then I start reading the associations. And the difference between Lenormand cards and Kipper cards, Lenormand cards, it is what it is. There's very little room for intuitive reading. So I have a hard time with them. I am an intuitive reader. Kipper cards leaves tons of room for intuitive reading. They give you like tiny little brief descriptions of the cards, and then the rest is up to you. Lenormand, they give you, you could have a book on just one card, and there's no other way of reading those. So there you have it. And I'm finding that intuitive readers really do have a big problem with Lenormand cards. But some people who do Lenormand, they read them perfectly, and they remember everything, and that's a pure talent too. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. All right. A change, bereavement. The main person what I'm talking about is 45. I can't make this stuff up. Change, bereavement, 45, and prison. Already. Work occupation, gaining a lot of money. It's upside down, so it's inverted. Court and prison. Ooh. You can fast forward this spot. It gets a little boring, I understand. Sad news underneath bereavement. Here's main person Melania. She's also inverted. And she's in the White House. And for once, the small child is not next to 45. So I don't know what that's about, but the small child is usually right next to 45. All right, so let's start reading. A change, bereavement, 45, prison, rich, good gentleman. The marriage card is upside down. The grief of an anniversary, short illness, and theft. The short illness is taking his health. So it does. I don't know if this. So it's happening prior to. So that means that everybody the prior to this is like in the past, and this is all future. So if bereavement was on this side, I can see that. But I have a feeling that deadly violence. I have a feeling that maybe 45 is going to maybe get sicker, and then he's going to come out of it. But somebody else that he has infected or in his circle is going to pass. That has been my feeling all along. Once this kind of started, was he's going. It's really, really going to take somebody. I don't know, maybe Chris Christie. He has asthma problems. I don't know if that's who it's going to be, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. Unexpected money. Good lady. Pleasant letter. Sad news. Court. Losing money because of the COVID. Change. Work occupation, bereavement, and work occupation. There you go. Somebody he works with, bereavement. Somebody is not going to make it through. Gloomy thoughts. And then the sad news under bereavement. Court person. That's interesting. Court person under bereavement. So that's interesting. I mean, court person, it would make me think of bar, right? Right off the bat. But he doesn't have it, so... Or he doesn't have it yet. Or he's lying. Could be all of the above. Prison and court. High emotions. This is big water. A lot of people do a lot of other things with big water, but big water always comes with emotions, high emotions for me, and high honors. So he's really losing his ranks here. Big emotions with the high honors. He's losing it. Now here is a rich good gentleman. Now that could be Chris Christie, military person, maybe inverted. Receiving a gift, and main person, which is Melania, receiving a gift. Maybe it's not Chris Christie, but somebody. Melania, a long way. She's worried about her child. That's the reason why it showed up down here for Melania. She is worried about Baron. I really thought that I would get false person next to 45, but false person is next to like his daughter, the rich little girl, little child. So Melania in the house, she's worried about Baron. Also, Ivanka shows up right here next to false person in a journey. So let's go this way. Courthouse, receiving a gift, and the White House. So 45, court proceedings, receiving a gift, and the White House, about the White House. Losing a lot of money on the home front. So 45, which is gaining a lot of money, which is inverted. And then in the living room, which is his home, his personal life, he had lost a lot of money. High honors. All right. I'm not seeing a whole heck of a lot. I'm going to have to probably throw some other cards on this, but the short illness and theft, it's going to do damage to him. The theft right there is in that short illness, so it's going to damage his health a lot. I don't think it's over, people. I think these first 7 days he can fake it, but it's gonna tank on him because I had COVID. The one thing about COVID is if you do not rest and you do not take care of yourself, it makes you feel even worse. So it was like I would feel really good in the morning, like I would get up in the morning and I would feel a lot better and I would start doing stuff around the house, and then an hour later I had to sleep for the rest of the day. And that's what it did to me. I didn't have a very bad case of it. I made it through okay. It didn't go infiltrate into my lungs like it has a lot of people, but I still have a residual. My fingers are still numb. My tasting of food is still off. I used to get on the elliptical for an hour, no problem. I can only handle it 15, maybe 20 minutes now. hence the 19 pounds gained, but whatever. I'm healthier. So it does take a lot out of you. Even a mild case takes it out of you. So be rest assured, he's going to tank in his illness. Marriage card. So his marriage is not doing very well. I mean, he's telling other stories other than the COVID story, but his marriage is not doing very well. It's inverted. And gift of this is the anniversary. Gift of an anniversary is also inverted. So the marriage and the anniversary, it's not going well. And Melania is inverted as well. So, and they're not next to each other. Most of the time, if they're in good marriages and stuff like that, husband and wife will be at least close, but they're not. They're like far away. And that could mean the distancing, right? That could be social distancing where she's away from him and she's actually isolating like she's supposed to. That could explain the reason why she's away. And in the White House, that could be. I think he wants to go to Mar-a-Lago. That's weird because I just saw I think he feels like if he goes to Mar-a-Lago, whatever, however you say it, I really don't care. That if he goes there, he can cheat his way out of isolation. He has too much political eyes on him, but he wants to go somewhere where he can cheat the isolation because he doesn't want to follow the rules. He doesn't want to follow the rules. Alrighty, I think that's about all I can get out of this right now. Alright. That's about all I can get out of this right now. I may do another one in about maybe 3 or 4 days. Another grand tableau on him and see how it's going. But yeah. I remember him, somebody said that he might be at Camp David. He hates Camp David. He called it run down. He called it a dump. That's what he called it. And ever since, I think he only went there maybe once, maybe twice. And then he every time after that, he went to Mar-a-Lago, whatever it's called. He, going to Camp David, loses his money. You see, taking him to a hotel for him gains money because everybody wants to go and see him. Everybody will book a hotel. So Camp David looks like is a loss for him. All right, let's see what's going on. Let me see if I can pull some more information. I was watching Linda G yesterday, and I fully agree with her that I truly believe that he is sick, but I don't think they're being honest about the severity. I think the doctors have to be really careful about what they're telling the public and stuff like that, because they're getting berated. Like, don't say this, don't say this. And I'm shocked that they would do such a thing, but they have to have that patient, doctor privilege, and then maybe that's what they're thinking, the reason why they have to say what they have to say. But it must be nice. It must be nice to have COVID and have 10 doctors over you and you are eligible for anything and drugs that are out there, and you don't have to worry about paying bills or not having any insurance. It must be nice. I think he's going to get in trouble for that. The world is watching. The world is watching. Sun highlighting. The world is watching. The sun is Queen of Cups. Pelosi shows up. The world is watching. There's sunshine on it. Ace of Cups, which is love yourself, anxiety, fulfillment, and prophecy. Now that's interesting. It's like the world foresaw this. The world, like, this is nothing new to them. They saw what was happening. Passionate new beginnings and travel. The devil. Temptation, bondage, addiction. So, I don't know if that's Pelosi or not. It kind of has a feel of Kamala Harris and passionate new beginnings and the travel, and because we also have the Pence and Harris debate coming up, and she's going to talk about his addiction. She's going to really hammer in his addictions. The world is watching. The anxiety of the world watches, and then the relationships he has with all of the Republicans, the relationship he has. Interesting. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's picking up on the debate. So let me just throw some cards on the debate. My cards are picking up the debate. Let's see. That's the energy that's going forward right now. Let's see what happens. Let's see how the debate's going to go. Let's see the debate. I got the world again. The world is watching. Whew, the Four of Cups. Missed opportunities. The message in the bottle, the truthfulness, the written messages. I think Kamala Harris is really, really going to hammer in some truth. She's not going to let a syllable go by and really get that in there. Because here is also the family, the wealth, the inheritance, the success. And this is her. This is the debate, the abundance. I think this one was the Queen of Cups. I'm pretty sure that was Kamala Harris now. Going forward, wishful thinking and options. And she also has the Three of Pentacles, teamwork and planning. She really is. Five of Swords, conflict. This is and conflict for the debate. And then knowledge and power. This is the outcome for her. Knowledge and power. She is literally going to wipe the floor with Pence. She is not going to allow anything bypass. She's going to talk about the love for the 45 and the romance about it. That's interesting. The 5 of Page. Yeah, she's really going to get in there in the intricate work about what's going on, which is something we've all felt that she's really good at. She's really going to hammer it in, bring up some really good points. He doesn't have a chance. All right, everyone. I know this is a short video, but again, thank you for all of your kind words about the passing of my poor Jazzy. It was time, and I came around. I cried all day yesterday, and I'm on the other side of feeling better. So, I honor her life. I honor her life. So, thanks everyone.